This is a monster. She is. Oh my goodness. My.
Take a breath, a real one. Fill your lungs until they ache. Now, hold it. The moment you break the surface, the rules of your world dissolve. The chaotic noise of wind and waves is instantly cut off, replaced by a heavy, rhythmic silence.
A technique that allows them to stealthily sneak up on larger prey without startling them with large water movements. Remember, in all the footage we're seeing,
You are entering a space where gravity changes, light behaves differently, and humanity is just a temporary visitor. Feel the water take you. First, it's a gentle embrace, but with every meter you sink, the ocean tightens its grip. The pressure builds, a physical weight pressing against your chest, slowing your heart, compressing the air in your lungs. Above you, the sun begins to fade. The turquoise of the shallows deepens into a bruising indigo, then to a cold steel gray. Keep going. Your pulse sounds loud in your ears because it's the only sound left. Ahead lies the largest habitat on Earth.
here, a few different processes see the carbon make its way to the sea floor. It enters deep food webs via predation.
A vertical frontier of miracles, bizarre biology, and crushing physics. No jump scares, just the raw, alien truth, revealed one layer at a time. At the surface, things look familiar, but do not be fooled. This thin blue skin is the ocean's engine room. Sunlight here isn't just brightness, it's fuel. Microscopic plankton capture these rays, converting solar energy into sugar. They are the invisible batteries powering a food web that stretches all the way to the bottom of the world. Witness the frantic energy of the epipelagic. Here, there is nowhere to hide. You might see the Portuguese man-o'-war drifting by. It looks like a single jellyfish, but it is actually a siphonophore, a colony of 4 different types of specialized polyps working as one. It is a living, stinging windsurfer, using a gas-filled sail to navigate the currents. Look at the escape artists, the flying fish. They don't just jump, they launch. Fins spread like rigid wings, tails beating 50 times a second. They skim the surface to dodge the jaws beneath. A deckhand once swore he saw a skyfish glowing at dawn. It wasn't magic, just sunlight hitting wet scales. Up here, life bends physics into tactics. But as you drop past 150 meters, the colors begin to die. Red is the first to vanish, absorbed by the water. Blood looks black here, and then the sun gives up completely. Welcome to the permanent evening. Between 200 and 1,000 meters, the sun is nothing more than a faint blue ghost. This is the mesopelagic, and this is where the light show begins. Meet the comb jellies. They aren't like the jellies you know. They don't sting, they pulse. Rows of tiny hairs called cilia beat in waves, refracting the dim light into a shimmering, moving rainbow. They look like they've been wired with fiber optics, a neon pulse in the dark. Nearby, you'll encounter the strawberry squid. It is a brilliant jewel-toned red, covered in light-producing spots that look like seeds. But look at its eyes. One is small and blue, the other is massive, bulging, and yellow. This cockeyed squid uses the big eye to look upward, searching for the shadows of prey against the faint surface light, while the small eye looks down, searching for bioluminescent flashes in the dark below. Then there is the hatchet fish. Its body is as thin as a blade and covered in silver plates that act like mirrors. It uses counter-illumination, producing just enough light from its belly to match the light coming from above, making it effectively invisible to anything hunting from below. In the Twilight Zone, survival is a game of optics. At 1,000 meters, absolute darkness takes over. We are in the Midnight Zone. The water is near freezing and the pressure is a hydraulic press, enough to crush a submarine like a soda can. You are surrounded by a constant, silent blizzard. Scientists call it marine snow, dead plankton, waste, and decaying matter falling from the surface miles above. It is the only food source for many in this void. Drifting through this snow is the vampire squid from hell. Despite the name, it is a gentle scavenger. It has blue blood, enormous eyes, and a cloak lined with fleshy spines. When threatened, it turns itself inside out, becoming a spiky, unappetizing ball. Suddenly, a nightmare shape appears, the gulper eel. It looks like a long, thin ribbon until it opens its mouth. Its jaws hinged so loosely that it can swallow creatures much larger than itself. At the end of its whip-like tail, a pink light glows, a lure to bring dinner straight into that massive, yawning cavern of a mouth. Then you see the black dragonfish. It is a sleek, obsidian hunter with teeth so large they don't fit in its mouth. But its secret weapon is its light. Most deep-sea creatures can't see the color red, but the dragonfish produces a beam of infrared light. It's like having a night vision sniper scope that only it can see, allowing it to sneak up on prey that thinks it's perfectly hidden in the dark. The bottom arrives without fanfare. A vast, muddy plain covering half the planet. This is the Abyssal Zone. The pressure here would pulverize a human bone to dust instantly. Yet, life marches on. See those small pink shapes? Sea pigs. They are deep-sea cucumbers with chubby tube feet, traveling in herds, vacuuming the sediment for nutrients. They are the janitors of the abyss. Look at the ping-pong tree sponge. It doesn't look like an animal at all. It looks like a glass sculpture of a tree with translucent spheres on its branches. But those spheres are covered in tiny hooks. When a small crustacean brushes against them, it's snagged. The sponge then slowly grows over the prey and digests it alive. It is a carnivorous, plant-like animal in a desert of mud. Beside it, the Dumbo octopus flaps its ear-like fins. It is the deepest living octopus, moving with a gentle, puppy-like grace. It doesn't waste energy on ink sacs or jet propulsion. It simply glides, a soft, pale ghost in a world of immense weight. The floor fractures and dives, the Hadal zone, the trenches. These are the scars of the earth. Pressure here is 8 tons per square inch. Imagine an elephant standing on your thumb. The trench belongs to the Mariana snailfish. Pale, pink, and scaleless, its skin is transparent, revealing the organs beneath. It doesn't fight the pressure, it is made of it. Its bones are paper-thin and flexible, fortified with molecules that stop its proteins from buckling. And then there are the supergiant amphipods. At the surface, these are the size of a grain of rice. Here, they grow to nearly a foot long. They are the ultimate scavengers, appearing out of nowhere when a whale fall, a dead whale sinking from the surface, hits the bottom. Within hours, thousands of these giant, pale shrimp arrive to strip the carcass to the bone. Finally, you reach Challenger Deep, the bottom of the world. It sits like a pocket of silt holding its breath. The water is so still, the quiet feels physical. A scrap falls, silt blooms, and settles. Then, silence. This is the absolute limit of life. We release the ballast, we begin to rise. The black walls fade, the pressure loosens. As we ascend back through the hunting grounds of the legends, we find the truth about the monsters we fear. Take the giant squid. They don't live in the trench. They roam the open deep where there is space to hunt. 10 meters of muscle and beak. Their eyes are the size of dinner plates, the largest in the animal kingdom, evolved to spot the faint bioluminescent alarm of a jelly or the dark shadow of a sperm whale. The sea monsters are real, but they aren't malevolent. They are masterpieces of engineering, fighting to survive in a world where a single mistake means being consumed by the dark. The light returns, first gray, then blue, then a blinding burst of white. You break the surface. The air rushes into your lungs. The world up here is fast, bright, and noisy. But now you know what lies beneath the reflection. The ocean isn't empty. It is a layered world of efficiency, patience, and alien beauty. From the neon rainbows of the comb jellies to the ghost-like fingers of the Bigfin Squid, life finds a way to thrive in the impossible. If you enjoyed this journey into the dark, leave a like and subscribe. The ocean has more secrets, and we're going to find them.